A man brings his wife to the doctor's office in hopes of finding out if she will recover from her sudden disease. "My wife, her health's declining, Doc. Can you please help us, please?" The doctor was sad to say that he could not do anything for his dying wife. He gave them the answer that the man did not want to hear. "I'm sorry for your loss, sir." The man fell to his knees, his tears falling like the rain that day. They arrived back at home, solemn. He turned to the sound of a knock at the door. When he opened it, he was met with the sight of a concerned neighbor who had come to talk with him. "Hey, Bernard. I just wanted to tell you about the things that God can do for your wife." Bernard, despite being an atheist half of his life, was so desperate for an answer, he agreed. He was so distraught that he cried the entire time his neighbor talked. "At night, before you go to bed, pray to him. Surrender your problems to him. Surrender everything. Let him fight your demons for you, Bernard. You do not have to do this alone." Then the old woman walked away, going back to her home. Bernard continued to cry for a long time after she left. He decided that tonight would be the night that he would surrender everything at once. The night came. No one was outside that could interrupt him while he was praying. He could only hear the sound of his own voice and the wind howling like a wounded wolf. "Lord, I surrender everything to you. I can't bear to see my wife suffer anymore. Help me, I'll do anything." A voice responded to him. It seemed as though his prayers were answered. "Is that true? You'll do anything in exchange for your wife's full recovery, even if it will cause your own suffering?" Bernard raised his head up, tears streaming down his face. "Yes, I'll do anything, Lord." "Do you promise?" "Yes, Lord, I promise." "Deal. By the morning, your wife will be fully healed," the voice said, sounding so comforting and gentle. "Thank you, Lord." Bernard then went to bed, the happiest he could ever be. In the morning, his wife Glenda woke up to the blinding rays of the sun. She felt calm and renewed, as if there was nothing ailing her. In a wave of excitement, she began to shake Bernard awake. He did not answer. She tried everything to wake him, but it was no use. Bernard was dead. She screamed in agony at her loss. Her neighbors came to check what the commotion was and dialed for an ambulance. When help arrived, Bernard was pronounced dead. The neighbors attempted to comfort Glenda and reassure her that Bernard was in a better place. She did her best to believe them, but something seemed off. Bernard was put to rest in the cemetery that Glenda was meant to rest in. She mourned for her loss. She couldn't even begin to comprehend the price that Bernard had to pay for her healing. "Welcome. We've been expecting you," the same voice spoke again. "What? Where am I?" Bernard asked, opening his eyes to the blinding heat and ash. He felt scorching heat beneath his hands and feet, something unnatural and horribly painful. "Where am I?" he cried, terrified of the sights around him. This is what you promised. In exchange for your wife's full recovery, you would get unbearable pain and suffering, your soul to add to my kingdom.
What? Why? Why would you let me suffer, my lord?
Bernard felt betrayed and used. The disembodied voice began to laugh.
When did I say that I'm the lord that you're referring to?
Laughter bounced off every corner of hell, crashing against his ears.